This is Mental Forge, where weakness burns and warriors are built. You've been chasing success for a long time, haven't you? You've read the books, you've listened to the podcasts, you've tried the morning routines, the affirmations, the cold showers. You've done all the things they say you're supposed to do. You've worked hard, you've put in the hours, you've even made some progress. But there's a feeling that nags at you, isn't there? A whisper of doubt that maybe, just maybe, it's all a long shot. A feeling that despite your best efforts, the victory isn't guaranteed. That what you're striving for is still just an outside chance. And that feeling, that tiny little speck of doubt, is the one thing that has been holding you back. It's a subtle poison that drains your energy and blurs your vision. It causes you to hesitate just when you need to be bold. It makes you second-guess your instincts just when you need to trust them most. It's the difference between trying and doing. It's the chasm between hoping and knowing. What if I told you there was a way to close that gap? What if I told you that the secret to achieving your dreams wasn't about trying harder, but about believing differently? What if the key to unlocking your full potential wasn't about adding another ritual to your morning routine, but about shifting your entire perspective? That's what this conversation is about. We're going to dive deep into a principle so powerful, so transformative, that it will change the way you see your entire world. It's the principle of acting as if your success is inevitable. This isn't about faking it till you make it in a superficial way. It's not about pretending you have something you don't. It's about a deep, unshakable conviction that your goal is not a possibility, but a certainty. It's already done in your mind. The physical manifestation is just a matter of time. Think about this for a moment. What would you do? How would you act? And what decisions would you make if you knew, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that you could not fail? Imagine the relief. Imagine the clarity. Imagine the raw, unadulterated power that would surge through you. That's the mindset we're going to cultivate together. We're going to build an inner world so strong, so definite, that the outer world has no choice but to conform to it. By the end of this conversation, you will have a new framework for thinking, feeling, and acting. You'll be equipped with the mental tools to build an unshakable belief system, to kill fear through repetition and vision, to rewire your subconscious with power and purpose, and to live from faith, not from fear. You'll learn how to become a person of decision, focus, and identity, and you'll discover how to build a lifelong growth framework that is disciplined in thought, clear in vision, strong in values, bold in action, and unstoppable in growth. The foundation of this entire philosophy is rooted in one simple, profound truth. Your thoughts become your reality. This isn't New Age fluff. It's a fundamental principle of human psychology and spiritual law. As James Allen so beautifully wrote in his timeless classic, "As a man thinketh." A man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. The outer conditions of your life are a direct reflection of your inner state. If your inner world is filled with doubt, scarcity, and fear, your outer world will mirror it. If your inner world is filled with certainty, abundance, and faith, your outer world will have no choice but to follow. This is not magic, it's a process. It's about building a mental house so strong that no storm can shake it. Let's start with the first and most critical component: building unshakable belief. Your belief system is the operating system of your life. It determines what you think is possible and what you think is impossible. It sets the limits on your potential. If you believe your success is an unlikely outcome, you will subconsciously sabotage yourself at every turn. You will find reasons to quit. You will accept mediocrity. You will play it safe. But if you believe your success is inevitable, you will act with an entirely different energy. You will face setbacks not as signs of failure, but as temporary delays on an already confirmed journey. You will see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to learn and grow. This is the difference between a victor and a victim. Consider the story of Henry Ford. When he decided to build the V8 motor, he told his engineers to design an engine with all 8 cylinders cast in a single block. His engineers, with all their practical knowledge and experience, told him it was impossible. They said it couldn't be done. But Ford was a man of decision and an unshakable belief. He told them to keep working on it anyway, no matter how long it took. He simply said, "Go right ahead. and stay on the job until you succeed, no matter how much time is required. For a year, they toiled. Nothing worked. The engineers continued to tell him it was impossible. But Ford didn't waver. He simply repeated his command. He didn't ask them to try. He demanded they succeed. He acted as if the V8 motor was an inevitability. And eventually, after another 6 months, they stumbled upon the solution. It was the birth of a new era in automotive engineering. Ford's success wasn't a result of his engineers' belief. It was a result of his own unshakable certainty. He didn't see the possibility of failure. He saw the certainty of success. He acted as if it were inevitable. This is the kind of belief we need to cultivate. But how do we build it? It starts with a clear, definite purpose. You cannot act as if your success is inevitable if you don't know what success looks like for you. You need to define it with absolute clarity. Get out a pen and paper, or open a new document on your computer right now. I want you to write down, in vivid detail, what your ideal life looks like. Don't be vague. Don't be shy. Describe your dream life as if it were already happening. What is your income? What is your net worth? What is your job title? What kind of car do you drive? Where do you live? Who are the people in your life? What kind of impact are you having on the world? Get specific. Write it all down. This becomes your North Star, your clear vision. This is the goal that is not a possibility, but a certainty. You are already living this life in your mind. The physical world is just catching up. The next step is to use this vision to kill fear through repetition and vision. Fear is the great saboteur. It's the voice in your head that says, "What if it doesn't work? Or what if you fail? Or what if they laugh at you?" But fear cannot survive in the face of a dominant, powerful vision. Fear is a lack of faith. Faith is the antidote. And faith is built through repetition. Every single day, I want you to spend time with your vision. Read your detailed description of your ideal life out loud. Visualize it. Close your eyes and see yourself living that life. Feel the emotions of success. Feel the pride, the joy, the peace of mind. Make it so real in your mind that it becomes more real than your current circumstances. Do this in the morning when you wake up and in the evening before you go to sleep. Do it multiple times a day if you can. The more you do this, the more you are programming your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a powerful engine that drives 95% of your behavior. It doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. It just responds to the information you feed it. When you repeatedly feed it a vision of your inevitable success, it begins to accept it as fact. It starts working on your behalf, finding solutions, connecting you with the right people, and inspiring you to take the right actions. It becomes your silent partner in success. This is a critical point, and if you're finding this concept powerful, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel right now. We're building a community of people who are committed to living a life of purpose and power, and your participation makes a huge difference. We've talked about belief and vision. Now let's talk about identity. Who you believe yourself to be is everything. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you think you're a person who struggles, you will struggle. If you think you're a person who is lucky, you will be lucky. If you think you're a person who is destined for greatness, you will achieve greatness. Your identity is a decision. You are not a victim of your past. You are not a prisoner of your circumstances. You are a creator of your future. And the most powerful act of creation you can perform is the creation of a new, more powerful identity. I want you to write down a new identity for yourself. I am a person who finishes what I start. I am a person who is relentlessly focused. I am a person who is a magnet for abundance. I am a person who is a leader of people. I am a person who builds great wealth. Write down at least 10 of these powerful identity statements and repeat them to yourself every single day. You are not trying to become this person. You are this person. You are simply stepping into the truth of who you were meant to be. Let's look at another historical giant who understood this principle. Thomas Edison. Edison was a man of legendary persistence. It is famously said that he failed 10,000 times before he successfully created a commercially viable light bulb. But here's the thing. Edison didn't see it as 10,000 failures. When a reporter asked him about his numerous failures, he famously replied, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. His identity wasn't that of a failure. His identity was that of an inventor, a problem solver, a man of relentless curiosity. He wasn't trying to invent the light bulb, he was an inventor. It was his identity. The successful invention was an inevitable outcome of who he was. When you adopt the identity of a successful person, the actions of a successful person become natural and effortless. You don't have to force yourself to work hard. You are simply doing what a person of your identity does. You don't have to force yourself to make disciplined decisions. You are simply acting in alignment with who you are. This is the difference between working from willpower and working from identity. Willpower is a limited resource. Identity is an unlimited power source. Now, let's talk about the practical application of this philosophy. How do you embody this inevitability in your daily life? It starts with making bold, unstoppable decisions. A person who believes their success is inevitable doesn't dither. They don't procrastinate. They don't waste time on endless research and analysis paralysis. They make a decision, and they move. Once a decision is made, the universe conspires to make it happen. But if a decision is never made, nothing can happen. The path is unclear. The momentum is non-existent. You must become a person of decision. And with every decision, you take one more step on the path that you know is leading to your certain victory. I want you to start practicing this today. Make a list of 3 to 5 decisions you've been putting off. Maybe it's a difficult conversation you need to have, an investment you've been hesitant to make, or a new project you've been afraid to start. Make the decision to act on them. Don't wait. Don't overthink. Just decide and do. This is how you build the muscle of decisiveness. Another critical component is mastering strategic thinking and wealth-building skills. Believing your success is inevitable isn't about just wishing and hoping. It's about combining that powerful belief with intelligent action. This is where the principles of great wealth builders like Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller come in. Carnegie believed in the power of definite purpose and organized knowledge. He gathered a team of brilliant minds around him and united them under a single, clear purpose: to build the world's most dominant steel empire. He didn't know everything, but he knew how to get the right people to help him. He also understood the power of leveraging other people's money and other people's time. This is a crucial distinction from working for money. A person with an inevitable success mindset thinks in terms of systems and leverage. They build assets that generate income even when they're not working. They invest in themselves and their education. They understand that their greatest asset is their mind, and they treat it as such. They read books. They listen to educational content. They seek out mentors. This is not just a passive activity. It's a proactive, deliberate effort to expand your knowledge and skills, making your success not just a possibility, but a certainty. John D. Rockefeller, the world's first billionaire, was a master of strategic thinking and disciplined action. He wasn't a reckless risk-taker. He was a methodical planner. He built a system that made his company, Standard Oil, almost impossible to compete with. He believed in the power of scale, efficiency, and relentless cost-cutting. He saw opportunities where others saw obstacles. He wasn't just in the business of selling oil. He was in the business of building a system that would dominate an entire industry. His success was a result of his unshakable certainty and a disciplined, strategic approach. He embodied the idea of acting as if his success was a done deal, because he had built a system that made it so. You can apply this same principle to your own life. What systems can you build? A system for daily goal setting, a system for managing your finances, a system for learning new skills. Don't just work hard, build a system that works hard for you. This is how you transition from being a worker to being an owner, from being a spectator to being a player. Now, let's touch on the spiritual and neuroscientific reasoning behind this. When you act as if your success is inevitable, you are not just changing your behavior, you are changing your brain. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, is a real and powerful phenomenon. When you repeatedly visualize your success, when you affirm your new identity, and when you take bold, decisive action, you are literally rewiring your brain. You are building new neural pathways that support your new beliefs and behaviors. The old pathways of doubt and fear begin to atrophy and fade away. This is how you rewire your subconscious with power and purpose. This isn't just a mental game, it's a physical, biological process. And the more you engage in these practices, the stronger and more automatic your new habits become. This is the science behind living from faith, not from fear. Faith isn't just a belief in something you can't see. It's the conscious act of creating a new reality in your mind and then acting on it as if it were already here. To help you with this, I want to give you a simple daily ritual. Every morning, I want you to spend 10 minutes on this. First, sit in a quiet place and close your eyes. Spend 3 minutes just focusing on your breath. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. This will calm your mind and bring you into the present moment. Next, spend 4 minutes visualizing your inevitable success. See yourself living the life you wrote down. Feel the emotions of success. Smile. Feel the gratitude. Then, spend 3 minutes on your powerful identity affirmations. Say them out loud with conviction. I am a person who is relentlessly focused. I am a person who builds great wealth. I am a person who takes decisive action. Do this every single day without fail. This is your mental workout. This is how you build a strong, disciplined mind that is not swayed by doubt or fear. This is how you develop personal power and resilience. What about when things get tough? What about the setbacks, the failures, the moments of doubt? This is where the inevitable success mindset really shines. A person who believes their success is guaranteed doesn't see setbacks as a sign to quit. They see them as feedback. They see them as necessary lessons on the path to their destination. Think about Winston Churchill. He faced what seemed like certain defeat during the early days of World War II. The Battle of Britain was a desperate, brutal struggle. The entire world, it seemed, was against him. But Churchill was a man of grit and defiance. He gave a series of powerful, inspiring speeches that refused to accept defeat as a possibility. He rallied a nation with the sheer power of his words and his unshakable conviction. He acted as if victory was the only possible outcome. He didn't just hope for victory, he expected it. He saw the path to success not as a straight line, but as a winding, difficult road with many twists and turns. But he never, for a moment, doubted that the road led to one place: triumph. This is the kind of resilience you need to build. You do this by reframing your mindset. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Or, "How can I use this to my advantage?" A setback is not a step backward. It's an opportunity to reevaluate, to learn, and to come back even stronger. A failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's a data point. The only true failure is to quit. A person with an inevitable success mindset never quits. They might change their approach, they might change their strategy, but they never, ever give up on their definite purpose. I want to remind you that if you're getting a ton of value from this, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're creating a community and a library of resources to help you build the life you truly want. Your support helps us create more content like this, and it also means you won't miss out on future videos that can change your life. Now let's talk about the framework for building a lifelong growth mindset. This isn't just a one-time fix. It's a way of life. The greatest achievers in history weren't just great at one thing. They were masters of self-mastery. They understood that personal and professional growth is a continuous process. This framework has 4 pillars: discipline, clarity, values, and bold action. First, discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It is the practice of doing what you said you were going to do, long after the mood you said it in has passed. It's the daily ritual of visualizing your success, of working on your definite purpose, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is not a punishment, it's a form of self-love. It's the decision to honor your future self by doing the work today. Without discipline, all the vision and all the belief in the world is just a dream. Second, clarity. We've already talked about this, but it's so important that it bears repeating. You must have a clear, definite purpose. You must know exactly what you want. This clarity acts as a filter for your decisions. When you know what you want, you can easily say no to things that don't align with your purpose. Clarity gives you focus, and focus is power. Third, values. Your values are your moral compass. They are the non-negotiable principles that guide your decisions and actions. A person who acts as if their success is inevitable isn't just focused on material gain. They are focused on building a life of meaning and integrity. They understand that true wealth is not just about money. It's about a rich soul, strong relationships, and a clear conscience. Andrew Carnegie, for all his ruthless business acumen, was also a philanthropist who believed in giving back. He saw wealth not just as a personal reward, but as a tool for making the world a better place. Your values give you moral strength and inner integrity, which are the foundations of true and lasting success. Finally, bold action. This is where everything comes together. You can have all the discipline, clarity, and values in the world, but without bold action, nothing happens. Bold action is the courage to step out of your comfort zone, to make the call you've been dreading, to start the business you've been dreaming of, to invest in yourself. Bold action is the physical manifestation of your belief in your inevitable success. It is the act of stepping into the future that you have already created in your mind. This is where faith becomes flesh. This is where your dreams become reality. Let's bring this all together with one last powerful thought. The true purpose of this entire philosophy is not just to get the things you want. It's to become the person who is capable of getting the things you want. The journey is the destination. The man you become on the way to your dreams is the greatest reward of all. When you act as if your success is inevitable, you are not just trying to achieve a goal. You are stepping into a more powerful, more capable version of yourself. You are becoming a person of unbreakable belief, unyielding resilience, and unstoppable purpose. So I want you to make a commitment right now. Make a promise to yourself to start today. Write down your definite purpose with absolute clarity. Visualize it every single day. Adopt the identity of the person you want to become. Make a bold decision and take a bold action. And do not, under any circumstances, ever give up on your inevitability. The world needs what you have to offer. The world is waiting for you. And if you're ready to fully commit to this journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can join our community and stay connected with all the tools and inspiration you need to make your inevitable success a reality. It is not an option, it is your destiny. The choice to believe in it is yours. The choice to act on it is yours. The results are already guaranteed. The power of your mind is truly limitless. And the journey we've just embarked upon, understanding how to act as if your success is inevitable, is just the beginning of unlocking that power. This isn't a one-time mental exercise. It's a continuous practice, a lifelong commitment to shaping your inner world so it creates the outer reality you desire. Let's delve deeper into some practical tools and daily challenges that will solidify these principles in your life, transforming them from abstract ideas into tangible results. The power of the written word. Journaling for inevitability. One of the most potent tools at your disposal for rewiring your subconscious and reinforcing your inevitable success is journaling. This isn't just about chronicling your day. It's about actively creating your reality on paper. Daily challenge, the I am journaling practice. Every morning, after your visualization and affirmation practice, open your journal. Instead of just writing about your day or your feelings, I want you to write from the perspective of your future, successful self. Start each entry with I am, and then describe your day as if your goals are already achieved. For example, I am so grateful today for the incredible growth of my business. We just closed our biggest deal yet, and the team is energized and thriving. I am experiencing perfect health and vitality. My body feels strong and energized, and I effortlessly engage in activities I love. I am living in my dream home, filled with peace and abundance. Every room reflects the joy and prosperity that surrounds me. Write 5 to 10 sentences, really immersing yourself in the feeling of having achieved these things. Use descriptive language and focus on the emotions. This practice powerfully communicates to your subconscious that this future is not just desired, but already a reality. It reinforces your new identity and strengthens the neural pathways associated with your inevitable success. Do this every single day for the next 30 days. Decision-making and focused action. The one big thing rule. We discussed becoming a person of decision. To take this further, let's implement the one big thing rule. inspired by the principles of strategic thinking and concentrated effort seen in figures like John D. Rockefeller and his methodical approach to industry dominance. Daily challenge: identify your one big thing. At the beginning of each day, after your morning ritual, identify the single most important action that will move you closest to your definite purpose. This isn't a to-do list. It's about identifying the one leverage point that, if completed, would make everything else easier or unnecessary. Is it making that crucial phone call? Is it completing a vital component of your project? Is it a key learning session for a new skill? Once you identify it, commit to completing this one big thing before anything else. Prioritize it. Protect the time for it. This simple act of focused execution, consistently applied, builds momentum and reinforces your identity as someone who takes decisive, impactful action towards their inevitable success. This eliminates procrastination and channels your energy into what truly matters. Cultivating a wealth mindset. The gratitude, abundance loop. A core tenet of acting as if your success is inevitable is embodying an abundance mindset. This means shifting away from scarcity thinking and towards a deep appreciation for what you have, while simultaneously expecting more. This concept is beautifully articulated in books like The Science of Getting Rich and You Were Born Rich. Daily challenge: the gratitude, abundance journal. Before you go to bed each night, take out a separate journal or a specific section in your main journal. Write down at least 5 things you are genuinely grateful for from your day. Don't just list them, feel the gratitude. It could be something small, like a kind word from a stranger, or something significant, like a breakthrough in a project. After listing your gratitudes, I want you to write 3 specific intentions for abundance in your life, expressed as if they are already fulfilled. For example, I am so grateful for the abundant financial flow that is constantly increasing in my life. I am grateful for the incredible opportunities that are effortlessly coming my way. I am grateful for the deep and meaningful connections I am making with inspiring individuals. This 2-part practice creates a powerful gratitude abundance loop. Gratitude raises your vibrational frequency and opens you up to receive. Stating your abundance intentions, as if fulfilled, programs your subconscious to attract those very things. This is how you truly adopt a wealth-oriented mindset, recognizing that abundance is not something you chase, but something you attract through your state of being. Building unshakable resilience. The what if it works? Mindset. When setbacks inevitably occur, the difference between those who quit and those who persevere lies in their mental resilience. Instead of dwelling on, what if it fails, we cultivate the, what if it works, mindset. This draws inspiration from the relentless persistence of figures like Thomas Edison, who saw every attempt not as a failure, but as progress. Daily challenge: the reframing exercise. When you encounter an obstacle, a rejection, or a setback, stop yourself from spiraling into negative thoughts. Instead, ask yourself these 2 questions. What is the lesson here? What can I learn from this experience that will make me stronger or smarter? What if this apparent setback is actually a redirection to something even better? What if this is the universe clearing the path for my inevitable success in a different, even more powerful way? By consciously reframing setbacks in this way, you train your mind to look for opportunities, growth, and hidden advantages, rather than succumbing to despair. This is how you kill fear through repetition and vision, and how you embody unwavering resilience. Accountability and community. Sharing your journey. You are not alone on this journey. The most successful individuals throughout history often had mentors, mastermind groups, or supportive communities. From Andrew Carnegie's network of powerful minds to the collaborative spirit that fueled many great inventions, shared vision amplifies individual power. I strongly encourage you to share your progress. Whether it's in the comments section below, with a trusted friend, a mentor, or a family member, speaking your intentions and sharing your victories and your lessons learned creates an external layer of accountability and support. This community, the one we are building together right here on this channel, is designed to be a place where you can share your insights, ask questions, and celebrate your inevitable victories. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and make sure to engage in the comments. Your story, your challenges, and your triumphs are an inspiration to others, and by sharing them, you solidify your own commitment. Remember, this entire philosophy culminates in becoming a person who is disciplined in thought, clear in vision, strong in values, bold in action, unstoppable in growth, free in mind, rich in soul, and abundant in results. This isn't about external validation, it's about internal transformation. It's about knowing, deep in your core, that your success isn't just a possibility, it's an absolute inevitability. Keep practicing these tools. Keep reinforcing your belief. Keep taking decisive, bold action. Your future is not something that happens to you. It is something you create, moment by moment, through the power of your unwavering conviction. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your own belief. So choose to believe in your inevitability and watch your world transform. The journey toward embracing your inevitable success is a continuous unfolding, a dynamic process of self-creation. We've laid the groundwork, understanding the power of belief, cultivating a definite purpose, forging a new identity, and engaging in powerful daily rituals. But the path to true mastery and sustained abundance requires an even deeper dive into the architecture of your mind and the strategic application of timeless principles. The subconscious mind, your unseen partner in inevitability. Let's expand on the incredible power of your subconscious mind. Joseph Murphy, in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, emphasizes that your subconscious does not reason. It simply accepts what you consciously impress upon it and then works to bring it into your reality. It is an impartial servant, ready to fulfill whatever commands you give it, whether those commands are for success or for failure, for health or for sickness, for abundance or for lack. This understanding is paramount. If you constantly feed your subconscious mind thoughts of doubt, fear, and scarcity, it will faithfully reproduce those conditions in your life. But if you consistently impress upon it the certainty of your success, the abundance you desire, and the vibrant health you envision, it will begin to orchestrate circumstances, attract resources, and inspire actions that align with those beliefs. This isn't magic. It's a fundamental operating principle of your mental universe. Deepening the subconscious rewiring. Beyond daily visualization and affirmations, there are profound ways to access and reprogram your subconscious. One powerful method is receptive visualization, particularly before sleep and immediately upon waking. These are the alpha states, where your brain waves slow down, and the conscious mind's critical filter is less active, allowing direct access to the subconscious. Evening ritual, planting seeds of success. Just before you drift off to sleep, when your mind is naturally winding down, spend 5 to 10 minutes in a state of quiet reflection. Do not engage in problem solving or reviewing the day's stresses. Instead, recall your definite purpose and your vivid vision of success. See it, feel it, taste it. Imagine yourself already living in that future, experiencing the joy and fulfillment. Picture yourself performing the actions of your ideal self with ease and confidence. As you drift off, let these positive images and feelings be the last impressions on your mind. Your subconscious will continue to work on these instructions throughout your sleep cycle, reorganizing your mental and emotional landscape to align with your desired reality. Morning ritual, awakening to opportunity. Upon waking, before you even open your eyes fully or reach for your phone, remain in that semi-conscious state for a few moments. Immediately bring your vivid vision of success to mind. Feel the gratitude for the life you are creating. Tell yourself, my success is inevitable. Opportunities are flowing to me effortlessly today. I am guided and supported in every action I take. This conscious programming, right as you transition from sleep to wakefulness, sets the tone for your entire day, directing your subconscious to seek out and capitalize on possibilities. By consistently applying these techniques, you are not merely thinking about success, you are literally embedding it into the deepest levels of your being. You are rewiring your internal operating system to one of power and purpose, ensuring that your actions, your choices, and your very presence radiate the certainty of your forthcoming achievements. Mastering mental discipline, guarding the gates of your mind. Your mind is a garden. It will either grow beautiful flowers or choking weeds, depending on what you plant and cultivate. Mental discipline is the act of consciously choosing what thoughts and beliefs you allow to take root. This is not about suppressing negative emotions or ignoring challenges. It's about developing the awareness and power to redirect your focus. As Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, profoundly understood, our life is what our thoughts make it. He lived by a rigorous philosophy of self-control and rational thought, recognizing that true power lies in mastering one's internal world, regardless of external circumstances. Practical tools for mental discipline. The thought interruption technique. Whenever you catch yourself thinking a negative, self-defeating, or fear-based thought, immediately stop it. You can literally say "stop" out loud or in your mind. Then, immediately replace that thought with a positive, empowering one. For example, if you think, "I can't do this," immediately replace it with, "I am capable, I am learning, and I am making progress." This isn't about denial. It's about active redirection. The more you practice this, the faster you'll intercept negative thought patterns. The evidence journal. Sometimes, doubt creeps in because your past experiences might suggest limitations. To counteract this, keep an evidence journal. In this journal, meticulously record every small victory, every challenge overcome, every instance where you pushed through discomfort and achieved something. Did you complete a task you procrastinated on? Did you handle a difficult conversation with grace? Did you learn a new skill? Write it down. Review this journal regularly, especially when doubt surfaces. This creates a tangible body of proof that you are capable, resilient, and consistently moving forward. It's your personal library of achievements, countering any limiting beliefs your mind tries to impose. Mindful consumption. Just as you are careful about what you eat, be equally vigilant about what information you consume. Your mind is constantly being fed by external sources, news, social media, conversations, entertainment. Actively choose content that is uplifting, inspiring, and educational. Limit exposure to negativity, gossip, and fear-mongering. This isn't about being ignorant, it's about protecting your mental garden from weeds. Napoleon Hill, in Think and Grow Rich, emphasized the importance of a mastermind alliance, not just for collaboration but also for intellectual and spiritual sustenance. Surround yourself, physically and mentally, with influences that nourish your inevitable success. Strategic thinking and wealth building. Beyond the hopes and dreams. Embracing inevitable success is not merely a spiritual concept. It demands sharp, strategic thinking and the development of tangible wealth. Building skills. This is where the wisdom of industrial giants like Andrew Carnegie and visionaries like Nikola Tesla converges. Tesla, despite his financial struggles, possessed an unparalleled vision and an obsessive focus on bringing his revolutionary ideas to life. He saw the invisible, believed in the impossible, and worked relentlessly to manifest his visions into reality. This level of dedication, combined with clear strategic execution, is what separates dreamers from doers. Key wealth-building principles for inevitable success. Definite financial purpose. Just as you have a definite life purpose, you need a definite financial purpose. How much money do you want to earn? By when? What will you do with it? Be specific. Write it down. This clarity acts as a magnet for financial opportunity. Wallace D. Wattles, in The Science of Getting Rich, stresses the absolute necessity of having a clear and definite mental image of what you want to possess. Value creation. Wealth is fundamentally a result of value creation. You don't get rich by wishing. You get rich by solving problems for others or providing services that people willingly pay for. Focus your energy on becoming exceptionally good at something that serves a market need. How can you add more value? How can you serve more people? This is the core of sustainable wealth. Leverage. Andrew Carnegie understood leverage perfectly. He leveraged capital, technology, and most importantly, the intellectual capital of his team. For your own inevitable success, think about leverage. Time leverage. How can you do more with less time? Automate tasks, delegate, or build systems. Financial leverage. How can you invest your money to make more money? This isn't just about stocks. It could be investing in your skills, your business, or assets that generate passive income. Knowledge leverage. Learn from others. Read books. Take courses. Find mentors. Don't reinvent the wheel. Stand on the shoulders of giants. Persistent learning and adaptation. The world is constantly changing. A person who believes their success is inevitable is also a lifelong learner. They are curious, adaptable, and willing to evolve their strategies as circumstances shift. They don't fear change. They embrace it as an opportunity for growth. Leonardo da Vinci, the ultimate polymath, embodied this curiosity and relentless pursuit of knowledge, constantly observing, experimenting, and mastering new fields. This spirit of continuous learning is vital for long-term strategic success. The ultimate act of faith, bold, unstoppable action. All the visualization, affirmation, and strategic planning in the world mean nothing without bold, unstoppable action. This is where faith becomes tangible. This is where your inner conviction manifests in the outer world. Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret boils down to one powerful idea: you become what you think about. But equally important is the action you take on those thoughts. Daily challenge, the courageous step. Every day, identify at least one courageous step you can take towards your inevitable success. This isn't about comfort. It's about pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone. Is it making a cold call you've been avoiding? Is it pitching a new idea to your boss or client? Is it investing time or money into a new venture that feels slightly intimidating? Is it asking for help when you feel stuck? Do that one courageous step. Feel the fear, acknowledge it, and then do it anyway. Each courageous step is a declaration to the universe that you are serious about your goals. It strengthens your resolve, builds your confidence, and creates momentum that becomes impossible to stop. Remember Abraham Lincoln, who faced defeat after defeat, yet kept moving forward with unwavering conviction in his principles and his vision for a united nation. His actions, even in the face of immense adversity, were a testament to his inevitable success. Building your lifelong growth framework. The 4 pillars revisited. To truly make your success inevitable, you must integrate these principles into a sustainable, lifelong framework. This isn't a temporary self-help kick. It's a commitment to a way of being. Discipline. Not just in your daily rituals, but in every area of your life. Discipline in your finances, your relationships, your health, and your learning. It's the consistent, conscious choice to align your actions with your highest values and your definite purpose. Clarity. Continually refine your vision. As you grow and evolve, your goals may shift or expand. Regularly revisit your definite purpose, clarify your next steps, and ensure your vision remains crystal clear. Values. Reaffirm your core values often. Are you living in integrity? Are your actions aligned with who you aspire to be? Your values are the bedrock of your character and the source of your moral strength and inner integrity. They ensure that your success is not just financially abundant, but rich in soul. Bold action. This is the driving force. Never allow complacency to set in. Always be looking for the next courageous step, the next opportunity to expand, to create, to serve. This is the essence of being unstoppable in growth. Final call to commitment. You possess an incredible power within you. The power to create, to achieve, to transcend any perceived limitation. The concept of acting as if your success is inevitable is not a trick. It's a profound truth about the human spirit and the laws of the universe. Your future is not determined by your past, nor is it subject to random chance. It is a direct result of the thoughts you entertain, the beliefs you cultivate, and the actions you take. The transformation you seek is not outside of you, it resides within. It begins with the unshakable conviction that your dreams are not just possible, but certain. Make a commitment today, right now, to adopt this mindset. Commit to the daily practices. Commit to the courageous steps. Commit to seeing every setback as a setup for a greater comeback. Your journey is yours alone to define, but you don't have to walk it in isolation. Join our growing community of individuals dedicated to unlocking their full potential. If you found power in these words, if you feel a stirring in your soul, if you know this message resonates with the truth inside you, then it's time to act. Subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single step on this path. Share your insights in the comments below. Let your story be an inspiration. You were born for greatness. You were born to be rich in every sense of the word, rich in mind, rich in soul, rich in experience, and rich in results. Your success is not just a dream, it is your inevitable reality. Now, go forth and claim it. The world awaits your contribution. Champions, your mind has been forged a little stronger today, but the real test isn't what you learned, it's what you do with it. Take action, dominate your day, and remember, we're not just building better thoughts, we're forging unstoppable lives. The forge doesn't stop, and neither do you. If this episode hit you where it counts, subscribe to Mental Forge Academy and join the Brotherhood of Champions who refuse to settle for ordinary. Go transform, strike while the mind is hot,